Yeah, if you're wondering what that was about, it's now finally time for the 12 days of jet-fueled Christmas. Now, due to a lot of delays having to do with getting ready for the holidays and even, uh, other things that popped up that were completely unexpected, this year it got delayed way more than usual, which is why ahead of time I made the Jetpack Christmas special just in case that would happen. But here we are, the first of the 12 days of jet-fueled Christmas, and what were the odds, right? So let's go into that mailbox and pull out what we're covering today randomly. Yeah, wow. First thing we pulled today is a sequel, so we ended up pulling out Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. Now, fun fact about this one, this is one I actually watched a lot every year when I was a kid because I had it on DVD. And then later found out that I actually owned the first original one, the much better one, on tape. And then from there I started watching that one more. But that's what we're covering today, so let's hop into it. I guess we're just going to rank from worst to best all of the shorts that are in this because it's mostly a Christmas anthology with Mickey Mouse. And I'll tell you my thoughts, so let's pop in. Yeah, this was going to be weird to say, but number one worst on the list is the last story in the special when Pluto becomes a reindeer running away from home. The opening's not bad. I like the opening. I like the scene Mickey decorate the house. And I love even the scene of why Goofy runs away and everything. But in the end of the day, it's just an annoying, cringy version of the much better SpongeBob Gary Come Home.
Who's Pluto? I think he's Murray. Murray's Pluto? Bingo. Bingo's Pluto? Yes.
This version of that story just comes off as annoying because the entire short is mostly just the good parts with Mickey, and then we cut to just a group of annoying deers trying way too hard to be funny, trying way too hard to be good main characters, and in the end of the day it ends up coming off as really annoying and cringy.
Can we keep him kid?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I knew you'd agree! You know what we'll name him?
I was just kidding.
Brace yourself for genius. There can only be one name for this dog. Want to hear it?
No.
Murray!
Get out! Get out of this house! I said no!
Yeah, no joke. Every time I watch this, the time we get to the last short where it's about the reindeer thing, I just stop the movie there. I don't like rewatching it. Maybe I'll let like the opening of it play and then I just stop there. It's really annoying and gets the worst spot.
That's me! That's me!
In her debut skating performance, sure to be a showstopper, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Minnie Mouse!
After that, on what's always in the bottom of the list, but not the worst, thanks to that one taking the spot, is the ice skating short that appears right in the beginning. Well, for starters, the fact that it's very short actually has nothing to do with it because, there's another short in here later that's way better. But, I don't know, it's just Donald and Mickey's girlfriends Minnie and Daisy having a whole bitch fit over who could skate the Nutcracker better. It's funny, some of the slapstick actually really works here. But in the end of the day, it just seems like an annoying fight that we're just watching. It's the equivalent of when your girlfriend or anybody else just randomly gets to a fight with some random person that you give no shits about, and you're just there sitting in the background while it happens. It's weird, it's cringy, it's awkward. Maybe it'll be a bit funny, but that's besides it. Alright, and now we're at the top 3 best that this special has to offer. This one, I actually fought real hard on what deserved to be where. And the reason why is because, I'm a huge fan of the show Goof Troop. Goof Troop is downright amazing. So I fought with this because, on the other hand, I'm also a huge fan of DuckTales and really like the character Scrooge McDuck. But when I compared the two, yeah, The Goofy short with Max being grown up takes the third slot. And I think it's pretty obvious to everybody the reason why. Yeah, this one gets that slot just because it's really short. It's just a small, very short musical number. That is it. It's just a pop song about seeing the value of your parents, and even though they might embarrass you, it's from a good place. But the reason why it gets so high, at least third place, is because it is genuinely still really good. I mean, we still have really good chemistry with Max and Goofy. We still have this really good connection, and it truly feels like this is a continuation of the story we've seen ever since Goof Troop and all the other things they went through. So yeah, it's great, it's heartwarming, even that ending where he finally sees why the scarf is so important that we made for him. I mean, like, it's great. So yes, on the last two, and yep, this was almost number one, but there's just another short that's better, and this kind of will tell you a bit about me. Second place is the DuckTales short, where it's about Huey, Dewey, and Louie spending Christmas with Scrooge.
That's it. Yeah, sounds great.
No, no, no!
I mean, this is just one of those shorts that, yeah, it's a bit cringy and it's weird, but it's just, I don't know, it's so wacky and silly and fun that I just really enjoyed it. Even when I was a kid, this was the one short that I would non-stop always rewind to on the DVD. This was my go-to. This and another one which kind of tells you my lean when it comes to Disney's original characters. I really enjoyed it, really loved it. Even this joke that to this day, me and friends will reference to each other from time to time. Although right there, I always found that really annoying. I mean, in this part of the short, the elf literally tells them, hey, we'll we'll give to you. But then the second they find the key that they want, this happens.
Hey, I got a defective key over here. What'll I do with it?
I don't know. Throw it at Morty.
No, wait!
So, yeah, they lied. I guess elves are just assholes. But to wrap it up, I guess one of the main reasons why this also got shot up so high on my ranking is due to the fact that, yes, it had the one and only great Scrooge McDuck in it. And this character is one of the greatest Disney characters of all time. I mean, buddy, just watching stuff like this really lets it hit home how good he is.
Yes, the submarine is a highlight.
But you're missing the point.
The one thing that I wanted more than anything else, I never got. Because I never got on Santa's good list.
Well, why didn't you just buy it?
You cannot buy being on Santa's list.
And it always reminds me how amazing a voice actor this guy was. Doing the voice all the way to his very elder age for DuckTales, the video game remake. This guy was great. Alright, now it's time for number one. Now, you should probably already be able to guess it if you've been deducting and have memory what's been on this short. And this kind of shows where I lean towards when it comes to Mickey and his friends. Of course, number one is the hilarious Hot Chocolate Story with Donald Duck.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. 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 We wish you a Merry Happy New Year!
Now, yes, even when I was a kid, this was my number one most rewinded short. I watched this one over and over and over, and it was my favorite one. So it's not surprising, because my favorite character of Mickey and Friends is Donald Duck. My favorite character, even if I were to play Disney Infinity, he'd be the only figure I'd actually get. But it's such a funny short, with just the simplest idea. That's the reason why I love it. It's such a simple idea that leads to a really good Christmas short. All he wants is hot chocolate, that's it. But Christmas keeps being shoved in his face, and this song won't leave him alone. Which, I mean, I can relate. I mean, every time Christmas just starts, hell, even by the end of when November's close to ending, even the middle of November, this ends up starting to happen all the time. Yeah, it makes total sense and is very relatable. It ends up ending on a heartwarming note of, well, if you don't suck this shit in and push through this stuff for those you care about, that's the real meaning of Christmas. You may not like it may annoy you, but at the end of the day, you're pushing through it for the ones you care about to try to make it a special day for them because it only comes once a year. And that was the start of the 12 Days of Jetfuelled Christmas. Join me next time where I stick my hand in the mailbox again for another random entry of all sorts of Christmas shorts and ideas that are just thrown in a mailbox to see which one I cover next. See you guys, and Christmas is just around the corner.